Hey family, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalous. You guys, this is some shocking, sad, breaking news. R&B singer Dangelo has died, you guys. Now we're going to get into this article, but the one thing that struck me, I know this is about Dangelo, but the fact that him and Angie Stone were so closely tied musically for the last few decades, and the fact that she passed like in March of this year. Angie was like about 13 years older than Dangelo. They had a child together, and now he's gone too within the same year, maybe like 6 or 7 months apart. To me, this is tragic, strange, eerie, all of the above, you guys. But let's get into Dangelo passing. I mean, this is some news that's hitting the R&B community, and people are starting to just send their condolences, their mourning. It's a shock. It really is a shock. Because Dangelo was doing like a comeback. He had some tours planned, and he was working with people because, a lot of the things that came out after Angie Stone passed, and people were asking what's going on with him, the controversy about whether or not he went to her funeral, all of those things. But anyway, let's talk about him passing. Soul singer Dangelo, a Grammy-winning voice behind Untitled, How Does It Feel in Brown Sugar, has passed away after a quiet but intense battle with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He was only 51 years old. Oh my God. R.I.P. Media Takeout has learned that the Virginia-born star, whose real name was Michael Eugene Archer, was diagnosed earlier this year. And for those of you guys that don't know, pancreatic cancer is one of those rigorous cancers that can take you out pretty fast. So no surprise that, if he found out earlier this year, I'm sure it was pretty aggressive. According to people close to him, things went downhill quickly over the last few months. He reportedly spent his final days surrounded by close friends and family who say he remained at peace and deeply spiritual to the end. They go on to talk about his impact on music. It was undeniable. He burst onto the scene in the mid-90s with Brown Sugar, y'all. I played that. We had albums back then, okay? For the young folks who listen to stuff online, when I tell you that I had that album, and I know it had so many dents and scratches in it because that album was played on every station, everywhere you went. That music on the radio, that's a classic. That for in the 90s, oh my God, Dangelo in that picture where he was like in his underwear. Oh Lord. He changed the sound of R&B forever, blending gospel, funk, and jazz into what became known as neo-soul, alongside artists like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, Maxwell. He gave soul music its groove back. Interesting that they don't mention Angie Stone, but okay, maybe later. His 2000 album Voodoo won multiple Grammy Awards and cemented him as one of the most talented singers and songwriters of his generation. The steamy music video, oh Lord, can't forget that, Untitled, How Does It Feel, became a cultural moment and made him a global sex symbol overnight. Absolutely it did. Ladies, I know if you guys remember, if you were grown in the 90s, I know you remember that. After reaching superstardom, Dangelo took a long break from the public eye, struggling with fame, addiction, personal challenges. But in 2014, he staged one of music's most celebrated comebacks with Black Messiah, a politically charged and musically brilliant project that reminded fans just how special he was. Yeah, I know he had some projects with Jay-Z. Over the past decade, Dangelo kept a low profile but continued performing selectively. Every rare appearance, like his 2021 Versus special with friends like Method Man, Redman, felt like a gift from an artist who gave everything he had to the music. Tributes have been pouring in across social media. Erykah Badu called him a divine messenger who turned pain into poetry. Questlove wrote, "We didn't just lose a singer, we lost the heartbeat of an era." Fans everywhere are sharing clips of his live performances, remembering that silky voice, that quiet mystery, and the soul he poured into every note. The article goes on to say, his legacy lives on. Dangelo leaves behind 2 children and an unmatched musical legacy that will live on for generations. His blend of spirituality, sensuality, and raw emotion made him one of the most authentic artists of our time. One fan wrote, "The world needed Dangelo's voice, but heaven just needed it back. Rest in peace, King of Neo Soul." This is just a shocker, you know. I did some videos about him and Angie Stone. I'm sure a lot of people are going to delve back into his past. Of course, I will do that as well. But 51 is very young. Again, you guys, this is a shocker. Jump in the comments. Leave your condolences to the family. Drop some hearts in there, and RIP.